Guys, what's up? My name is Justin Marc, international dating coach and relationship expert. Welcome to my penthouse here in Toronto, Canada. And in this video, we're gonna talk to you about how to get a friends with benefits. How do you develop a relationship dynamic where you can meet a beautiful woman, she becomes part of your life, and she's down to hook up, DTF, down to hang out and do cool things with you whenever you want, pretty much. And to be honest, I'm an absolute expert when it comes to this, to be honest, because right now I think I have about a dozen different women who are, friends with benefits with me right now at this very moment. And even right now, to be honest, and I shouldn't be telling you guys this, but I have a girl sleeping in my bed right now. And how can you do this in a respectful, consensual way where you're always win-win, it's always fun as fuck? And we're gonna tell you in this video, so sit back, hang tight, and let's jump straight in. Guys, so we're gonna talk to you about how to develop a relationship dynamic with a person. If you're a guy watching this video, let's assume that person's a cute girl, right? Let's just assume that, okay? And it's 2021, who the fuck knows? Maybe she's a non-gender person. Maybe she doesn't even have a gender. But I'm actually making a video right now for men who want to meet a woman and who want to become a friends with benefits with them. So guys, how do you do that? How do you build that relationship dynamic? How do you meet a cute girl and bring her into your life in a way that's not necessarily exclusive? You're free to see other women and she's free to see other guys if she wants, right? And you have that relationship dynamic where you're friends with benefits, fuck buddies, it's all fun and games. How do you do that? Well, here's what you gotta do. You need to keep a very open mind. That's number one, okay? And the best way to meet lots of women is to just go out, be social, be charismatic, and step out of your comfort zone. Be a confident go-getter. Consciously, emotionally push your comfort zone and go meet people. And the best piece of advice I can give you is, instead of trying to wait for that perfect opportunity or, try to find the right one, just hook up. Just have an open mind, be unjudgmental, and allow yourself to just freely hook up with girls. And what you're gonna find is a lot of these women, they're not gonna be a good girlfriend for you, or you're not gonna be a good boyfriend for them, but it doesn't mean you can't be friends. It doesn't mean you can't have some sort of relationship dynamic anyway, right? And what you'll find is over time, you're meeting people, you're being social, you're being charismatic, you'll find that you'll meet a lot of these women that they end up being a kind of friends with benefits. Or it's kind of like you guys just kind of hook up every now and then, but you're not necessarily dating, you're not in some sort of monogamous relationship dynamic. You kind of just hook up whenever you want or whenever you're down to hang out. And the way you gotta treat it is almost as if, you're still on a date, you're still taking them out, you're still showing them these amazing adventures and emotional experiences, but she's not your girlfriend, okay? And what that comes down to is setting boundaries. You wanna make sure you know what you want, you're expressing that to her before and after you hook up, before and after you start seeing each other. You want to set the boundary that, hey, you're not looking for anything. Maybe you are. If you are, that's awesome, good for you, right? But if you're not, you set that relationship dynamic from the very beginning that you're not looking for anything too serious. So ideally, when you're trying to meet a woman or a partner to find this friends with benefits relationship, you want to find someone who's available. You're not trying to go for someone who's in a relationship. You're not trying to find someone who isn't emotionally available, who isn't into you. You want to make sure they're available and they're attracted to you, they're into you. You want to run game on them. You want to make sure that they're down, they're into you, and it's consensual on both ends, that they want that relationship dynamic with you as well. You also want to pick someone who won't get too attached. So here's the thing, right? If you're picking someone who has already dated a lot, who's already, had those types of relationships where they've had those crazy heartbreaks and they've already had lots of relationships, well, they're probably less likely to get attached to you. And so you want to find someone who won't be overly clingy and who won't get too attached to you, because you're not trying to get attached to them either, right? You're trying to just have that friends with benefits relationship dynamic. So a great way to do this is find someone who's actually really liked you in the past, or someone you have a lot in common with, but they're not clingy, they're super open-minded, and that they have a lot going on in their life anyway. Maybe they have a crazy work, career, lots of friendships. Maybe they're, just busy in general, and that's awesome. Those are the best people to have a friends with benefits relationship dynamic with, because those are the people who won't have time for a relationship or a traditional relationship. You obviously want to go for someone you obviously like. Like, you want to go for someone that you're into. You don't want to set up this relationship dynamic with someone you're not into, but you also want to kind of lower your expectations and try to meet as many people as possible, try to talk to as many people as possible, so you open up the opportunity and maximize your potential. So again, you want to pick someone you wouldn't normally date. That's the best way to do it. You don't want to pick someone that you would date, because then you just end up in a relationship and now you're not having a friends with benefits. Now, oops, I have a girlfriend, and maybe you don't want that. Maybe you just want to keep it casual, and there's nothing wrong with that, and that's okay. Ideally, you should have natural chemistry with this person. There should be some sort of chemistry and there should be attraction there, and you guys should have some sort of like dynamic where it's like, okay, I'm into you, you're into me, but you know, there should also be something stopping you from entering a relationship. Otherwise, you're just gonna end up in a relationship as well. The best way to do it is also pick someone who's outside of your work or social circle. You do not want to be friends with benefits with someone from your work or your social circle. You don't want to end up hooking up with your roommate. Oops, I did that a couple times. Whoopsie doopsie, right? You don't want to end up hooking up with a coworker, right? You want to make sure they're out of your social circle. So a really good way to use this methodology is cold approach. Just go out and meet random people. Go to bars, go to clubs, go to daytime venues, nighttime venues, different places, and go meet strangers. And that's the best way to build that sort of relationship dynamic. Another amazing way is using dating apps. Tinder, Bumble, Hinge. Dating apps are an amazing way to meet random people who are not at all attached to your soul circle. So you can have that friends with benefits relationship dynamic as long as it lasts, and then eventually go your separate ways at some point. Another great thing is to pick someone with experience. If you're gonna have a friends with benefits, pick someone with experience. So that way it's good, you enjoy it, and you guys keep coming back to each other for more. Because, I mean, look, at the end of the day, that's what you're doing. You're creating a friends with benefits relationship dynamic. If that's what you guys are doing, you know, you can assume that that's what's gonna be happening. So it'll be great to have someone with experience who can deliver. So another great way to do it is just go out, meet people, and hook up. You know, just be a very promiscuous human being. Go out, meet people, and be the person who's just hooking up, having hookups, right? And over time, you're gonna notice, okay, hooked up with a girl at a bar, hooked up with a girl at a club, hooked up with a girl from Tinder or a dating app, hooked up with a girl from my social circle, right? And then what you do is after you hook up, you set ground rules. You know, you're the guy going out flirting with girls, meeting people, hooking up, and then you're setting the ground rules. So you're saying, hey, look, this is who I am, this is what I want. I don't want some sort of monogamous relationship. Let's just be, you know, friends who see each other. And there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with setting your boundaries. Make it clear that you're not dating. You're just having fun, and both of you should be free to see other people. Make sure you don't see each other too often. Otherwise, you end up catching feelings and, you know, whoopsie doopsie, you're in a relationship. And you got to set a frame and a boundary that you're going to end the relationship when one of you guys get too attached. And then enjoy some hot, passionate chemistry and fun intimacy. Now, another way to make sure that you maintain that dynamic of having friends with benefits is make sure you stay dating, stay casual, keep casually dating people, because the best way to do it and have friends with benefits is build kind of like a rotation, like a little bit of a roster. And I actually even talked to girls about this. I was even talking to this one girl at a party I was having on Saturday, Michelle. And Michelle was telling me that she's got a roster of guys she's seeing. She's got NBA players, she's got, you know, TikTok guys. Like, she's got all these different dudes she's seeing. She's got her own rotation of guys she's seeing, right? And you want to build a rotation, a roster. You build a rotation and a roster of different women you're seeing. So my rotation got a little bit too ridiculous. I had to cut out a lot of people from it, but it's Zoe, Miriam, Leica, Kalina, Julia, Hannah, Natalie, Madison, Alana, Elise, Sarah, Kat, Faith, Livia, Laura, and Jane. So that's 16 different women I'm seeing right now, right? And it blows your mind because, you know, it sounds kind of ridiculous, but when it actually comes down to it, you know, you got to be able to manage the rotation, see them every now and then, you know, see her here and there, and be able to keep it very casual. So that way, anytime, you know, you want it, you have someone there, but also you're not falling into that relationship dynamic that you don't want to have, because sometimes just dating just doesn't work and you don't have to date. You're allowed as a human being to have relationship dynamics, right? And so you want to make sure that you build this and create this rotation, create this roster, if you're a man or if you're a woman, okay? It's okay to do that. It's okay to date casually, and it's okay to have friends with benefits. So guys, thanks so much for watching. My name is Justin Marc, international dating coach and relationship expert. If you have any questions about this, feel free to message me on my Instagram at drunkjustin2, my new Instagram. Message me on Snapchat if you have any questions as well, Sexy Justin. You can go ahead and watch my daily Snapchat or Instagram stories, crazy stuff. And go ahead and join my Inner Circle Telegram group, linked in the description down below. And if you guys like this video, make sure to leave a thumbs up. It helps me out big time on the YouTube algorithm. Make sure to subscribe as well. Click the bell notification so you're notified of new videos. And we'll see you very soon in a new video. Peace out.
you.